Marley B, what it do, boo? How you doing? What's up, y'all? What's up, family?
Good.
Yeah.
I'm good. What's good, homie?
I'm getting comfortable this morning. Let me get these
Yeah.
these headsets working
Get yourself
properly.
together. I understand. I'm good.
How are you?
All is well on my side. Had a magnificent weekend, but I'm gonna start with you as always.
My weekend was good. I don't know why you always start with me because I always have to like double back, think hard about it. And I know we do the show, right?
Right.
I know that's gonna be your first question.
You should know that automatically.
So listen, we kicked it off with you Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
Like fabulous events.
Yeah, absolutely. The Good Dope Podcast, and live at the Craft Cannabis Club.
So I have a question about the Craft Cannabis Club. Like,
Okay.
it's kind of hard to. What's all that beeping? What's going? What we doing?
We getting an extra.
I know. Like, is it not liking what I'm saying?
No,
I understand.
Yeah.
All right. So at the end of the day, like the Craft Cannabis Club, it's such a private, intimate setting, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's a private club.
Mm-hmm.
Have to be a member. So it's hard to advertise an event there because it's so like, you kind of don't want to get out your secrets or your chill spot, but you also want people to know and come chill with you, right? So, in my opinion, Thursday like could have been much more bigger than what it was, as far as it was so epic to have such an intimate setting with yourself, Bruce Bailey and DJ Emmett
and DJ Intense.
And DJ Intense. Let's talk about DJ Intense as like DJ Intense is fucking intense. Like, I mean, when you said to me DJ Intense dances the entire time he DJs,
yes,
I would hire him just on that principle, because you don't need any other entertainment.
No, you don't need any other entertainment. And that's what I told your brother when I met him. I said, man, listen, I haven't seen a DJ with that kind of energy in
forever.
A very, 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 very long time.
Yeah.
And to even see him and knowing that he not just he ain't just faking it. He actually knows his stuff. He actually practices.
Yeah.
I got great responses every time me and him have been out. It's been like everybody been like, whoa, this dude's incredible. You know what I mean? So shout out to
he was like the whole time, like, I'm not talking about just bobbing and weaving and just two-stepping in place. He was practically jitting behind the turntable.
And like I told you then, had he had been in a more open space where he wasn't confined, he would have completely showed up. This dude takes his shoes off, throw him in the crowd.
No way.
Come back, get his shoes after he done played 5 or 10 minutes. Like, the dude is just intense is his name for sure.
Wow.
So shout out to DJ Intense, man. That was crazy. Now, on the music side, shout out to Bruce Bailey. Shout out to DJ Emmett. Man, listen, when I say I had an absolute ball. Like, it was one of the times when I was just sitting here in awe, and I couldn't even like.
You was like, "This is my event."
I couldn't even record that because I was just sitting here in awe, like, look at what's going on. And I'm looking at everybody in the room, and they literally enjoyed it. So again, shout out to Craft Cannabis Club for that Thursday night, man. That was crazy. The R&B house set. So I change it every week. So this coming week we're gonna be doing reggae and Afro beats.
Okay, all right. Though, I know the caterer was your family, so I have to say something about that.
Yeah, by all means.
Just make sure when people are drinking and indulging in cannabis activities,
It's got to be quick and easy.
They don't want nothing fancy. They want something that's gonna be greasy, soak up the alcohol.
And it works. And it works like that. And we had a conversation about it. I mean, he understood that time out the gate.
Yeah, I felt bad that nobody was really supporting, but because he came out, and that's a lot of work to do that, because I do some of that
absolutely.
stuff. So it's a lot of work to set up shop and do all of that, but you just got to know the temperature of your audience for sure.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So what else was you doing on for your weekend?
So what?
That was Thursday.
So Friday, I always wrong, Blake. What the heck did I do on Friday? I did something. I partied Friday. Where did I party?
Mr. Hicks, what up?
Oh, what's up? That's Mark.
Mark Hicks, up.
What up, though, bro?
How about them Bucks? Yeah, good luck with that, buddy.
I was bougie hanging on Friday. I was hanging out in Birmingham and doing all that kind of stuff. I was actually doing some of that same stuff Saturday too, just like some different clubs and lounge scenes and in Birmingham. But nothing I mean, nothing to top off your weekend. And then by the time Sunday came and y'all was at Friends, I was crawling in the bed. Like I was like, no, they did not just text me and I'm about to crawl in the bed at almost 8 o'clock. Like literally, I was so tired.
I say I had one of the weekends of all weekends. Like you said, it started Thursday, Friday, Vivian's very went to dinner. We hung out, had drinks after that. Saturday, I had my brother here in town to celebrate his birthday.
Yeah, you was at the Soul Circus?
Yes, we started off. So all of this, the whole weekend was a surprise.
Okay.
He knew nothing about it. And I mean, when I say it was a fight to even get him here, it was a fight to get him. And he's like, oh no, bro, we're not coming, this, that, other. Mind you, me and my sisters and my other brothers was like, hey, look, we gonna put this weekend together for him. And right at the last minute, he was trying to pull out. We like, dog, you got to come down here. We had to call in some extra power. Okay. Shout out to Mama Mary. We appreciate you out there for doing your thing down there out in Arizona to get him down here. But I mean, in any event, so we took him. We went to go have something to eat early. Mm-hmm. We had drinks at the hotel first before. Mm-hmm. That's a shame. At 10 o'clock in the morning, we have shots of burgers. That's my brother. That's his thing. He likes burgers, so we brought some burgers here. We didn't have something to eat. Yeah. Then we took him down to the Universal Circus. Yeah. That was a surprise. He didn't know that. I mean, my older sister is here. Her and her granddaughter and all of us took him to the circus. He enjoyed that. So from there, after we got done with the circus, let me say this. It was the first time I've been to the Universal Circus in probably 20 plus years. When I say I was really impressed with it, like I was really surprised at how much more advanced the show itself has gotten, even how much more bigger the show has gotten itself. And I really enjoyed it.
I've always enjoyed it. I mean, it's always been my favorite circus ever.
So then, as we continue to surprise, and ironically, as soon as we got out of the Universal Circus, it was about 6:30, we had tickets to take him to the Red Wings game. He had never been to the Little Caesars Arena.
Awesome. Y'all was hanging.
Yeah. And on top of that,
the same day?
That was Saturday.
Oh,
right.
Lord.
So when y'all was calling me like, when you watching the game, man, I'm like, oh, we going to Birds or whatever. That was the plan after we went to the game, but I had to make a scene like that because he was sitting in front of me. Everybody was calling me. Like, we watching the game, man. So that was his first time, and he's actually a Golden Knights fan. The team, the Golden Knights from, I think they're Vegas or somewhere, but anyway, that's his team. Yeah. He had never seen them play before either.
Oh, wow.
He had never seen them actually play. So for him to get that and to be at the Little Caesars.
Oh, he went back glowing.
Oh, man, that was crazy.
He's from Arizona? He lives in Arizona?
No, he lives in he's in Wisconsin. He lives in Wisconsin. Mm-hmm. But for him to be able to go and enjoy that, it's his 60th birthday. So that was special for us. Woo-hoo. And that was the first birthday we actually all had a chance to spend together.
That's awesome.
So, yeah, that was cool. Then Sunday.
Wait. I want to back up on Miss Mary. And so how was that? You guys
had great. It was great. We had a ball.
That's awesome.
I ain't got to Sunday to the party yet.
I'm like, I wouldn't know about the dinner and
the dinner was great.
Dinner was great. Okay,
that was great.
Okay.
So Saturday after the hockey game, we went back to the hotel to watch the second half of the Michigan game. Shout out to the Michigan Wolverines. I couldn't even contain myself to get to the sports section to say that. Shout out to the Wolverines, Big Ten champions. Did that. Then Sunday morning, got up, had breakfast, and then they all came to the house. We watched the game before my brother got on the road. He left. We got ready to do the party at Friends. Shout out to Friends, man. Shout out to Kate. Shout out to Mark over there at Friends.
Yeah, man.
Over there on 8 Mile, man. Great Sagittarius birthday jump off. Mary had a very, very good time. She was inebriated when it was all said and done. At the end of the day, she had a ball. Everybody else had a great time, and it was what it was. So,
that's awesome. I love it. I love it. I love when you have a good weekend.
Oh, my God. Crazy weekend.
I love when you have
a good weekend. I had to rest yesterday. Literally had to sit in the house all day. Didn't even leave out the house.
You didn't leave out the house yesterday?
I did not leave out the house
yesterday. So what's on the floor for this week? Where are you DJing? Where you partying?
This week, we will be at the Craft Cannabis Club this Thursday. Shout out to my girl, Tamara. She is celebrating her birthday this week.
Okay.
And that's going to be phenomenal. I got DJ Funky Rhythm coming with me. We're going to do Afro beats and reggae.
Okay.
That's just coming Thursday. Everybody entitled, come on through. Y'all
Afro beats and reggae. I love that.
Beats and reggae. Yeah, so we doing up some different stuff every week. So
who's the band that's gonna be there? Like
we said band
or just DJ music?
Just DJs.
Okay,
yeah, just DJs. No band.
You say band. I didn't say nothing about no band.
No band this week. No. Yeah. So yeah, that was it. I mean, like I said, great weekend. Got no shout out. I want to just say to Mark Hicks, don't you talk about Tampa Bay. They're done. The Lions record is better than Tom Brady. I was about to say George Brady.
Oh, no.
The Lions record is better than Tom Brady's record.
Yeah.
Our quarterback record is better than Tom Brady's. Passing rating, everything. What are we talking about right now?
So the Lions, you've been like, I'm telling you, it's been a great football.
This past weekend was a great weekend
for football for Detroit. For Michigan. Let me just say Michigan. Yeah, absolutely. So the Lions has been doing well.
And Michigan
and Michigan's done well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Somebody was like, Super Bowl. I'm like, hold on. Don't go. Now you're going too far. Now you're going a little bit too far.
Now you're going crazy. We ain't gonna be there, but
let's just take one win at a time.
Absolutely.
Oh,
while we're in the sports lane, let's get to it then. So,
right to it.
All right, the big question over the weekend.
What's the big question?
Was about Coach Prime leaving Jackson State.
Yeah.
HBCU to go to Colorado.
Yeah.
A Big 5 team. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not mad at Deion, and I'm gonna tell you why. One, and I understand. I understand for all the optics and the appearance that, hey, here's Deion. He took on the mission of going to one of the HBCUs, and not only did he go there, but he went there and turned that program around. Mm-hmm. They've lost 2 games in the past 2 years. That's it. Mm-hmm. That's huge. However, and just like someone else had made a post saying that, well, a couple of people made posts. Charlamagne and God and a few other people said, hey, y'all talking about the HBCUs, but what have you done for the HBCUs lately? When is the last time you made a donation? When's the last time you did something to generate some money for them, right? There's other individuals who are saying, hey, why didn't LeBron James or any of these other people say, hey, we got $50 million to get to this program over here because we want to keep Coach Prime.
Right.
See, and that's the thing. Ultimately, at the end of the day, it comes down to saying, listen, either we're going to support or you're not.
Right.
If you're not going to support, then you can't really have a conversation about why he should stay here or why he should do that. And even if you're an HBCU alumni and you're an HBCU alumni for that particular school, whether you're part of the boosters or whatever the situation is, it's your responsibility.
That's true.
It's your responsibility.
So it reminded. So when that story broke, it reminded me about LeBron James when he was making moves, when he left Cleveland and all of that, went left, came back, left, all that. So, in my opinion, people have to do what's best for them.
Absolutely.
Like they, we make the mistake so much of making people feel like they owe us something because they're out in the public eye. Right. Like we control their destiny.
No.
Just because we're fond of someone or we like someone or we follow someone or they're in public eye, we don't, as a people, we don't control destiny.
Right.
Like you have your own lane to live in, your own life to live. And so it's like, I get, because otherwise if we didn't have to talk about, they didn't do things, we wouldn't have anything to talk about on podcasts. There wouldn't be any entertainment news, so we get off on that kind of stuff. But at the end of the day, this is their decision.
True.
And what's best for them and what's best for their family and all of those things. And then furthermore, we don't know what's going on behind the scenes.
And listen, and I said, now you do understand that he do have some health issues because the man just gave up 2 toes.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
You can say whatever you want. The man gave up 2 toes there.
And I'm going to tell you what, any stress related, anything, job, relationship, whatever it is, and if you already have some kind of health issues,
right,
you don't need you don't need to be adding anything additional to it. So you have no idea if he made those decisions for his health or anything. We just don't know.
And at the point, and I said this, and even at the point, here's a man that they literally had to cut their own grass on their practice field. You know, like
yeah,
make that make sense. They had to cut the grass on their own field. He's the coach. He's out here got to cut the grass, but he showed his determination.
Yeah.
To make that program stride.
And instead of lifting him up, giving him his flowers and saying thank you, you want to shoot him down.
And you know what? And here's the other thing about it.
And he donated so much of his own money.
That part.
It half of his salary.
That part.
Forget about
it. To make this situation happen down here. Not only that, he got some coaches with him.
Yeah.
That's been riding with him.
Yeah.
I was looking at one of the YouTube. They did an actual footage of him coming to the university for the first time.
Yeah.
And his coaches was with him.
Yeah.
And like, man, what a change. We only had 2 of these weight racks with 60 kids.
That part.
Now we got a whole, you know what I mean? Like the whole facility.
It's a whole program. It's a whole movement.
I looked at this thing and I'm like,
yeah,
these dudes they're like in NFL type shit as far as I'm concerned. I'm looking at their training room with all of this stuff that they got going on. This room for the defense, this room for the offense. I mean, and I'm not saying that other teams don't have that, but unfortunately, our HBCUs don't. So the question is, how do we fix that problem? Let's not hold Coach Prime accountable for that. How do we fix the problem with the HBCUs? Because he did do his thing. He did get some endorsements there. He did get some big people coming through there. I think Body Armor is doing their uniforms for them now. So it's so many different opportunities there. So I think, shout out to Coach Prime. Anybody talking crazy, man, catch up with your crowd.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like, you made me look at this though. Again, not to take anything away from Coach Prime, but I have to go back to LeBron James. He does so much.
Right.
I mean, he's so bigger than just being a basketball player.
Absolutely.
He's big. He's so huge in everything that he does, but
Jerry Jones even had
so many people hate on him for what? Like, why y'all? What is it that you you're hating on?
Too much like right. And here's the thing.
And then it'd be our own people that's like talking shit. Like, get out of here. Man, miss me with all of that.
It's always that.
I'ma just say, I'ma do what that's why I do what I do, make my moves how I make them. I'm not gonna give two craps about what you feel. Because you can never please everybody.
And that's the point.
You can never please everybody.
That's the main point right there.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, you're not gonna please everybody. So it's unrealistic.
Yeah.
It's unrealistic.
It totally is.
I tell people all the time, they didn't like Jesus. So for you or me to think that we're going to get everybody to appreciate or accept our views and opinions would be a huge mistake on our part.
I don't even want to accept my views and or opinions.
And it's not that. It's not that I'm
have
not
your own
listening.
views and opinions.
Yeah, it's not that I'm not listening. It's just a simple fact of every time you're going to tell me why my situation won't work, opposed to telling me how it can work or what you can do to make it work.
So that's a great point. So people that, like for me, I'm just going to talk about me. So like, how you have family members and it's like, or friends and not really friends. My friends don't really rock like that. But say if you have family members or just people that always kind of want you to give them something. It's like, I don't mind giving something, but not one time. I run multiple companies. Not one time has anyone said, what can I do to help?
Right, exactly.
I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing. I see how you're moving. What can I do to help instead of always calling, asking for, or to borrow this, or to do that, or to like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like,
what do you have to get to the situation?
How can I help either make this better, what you're doing?
Right.
How can I help to make some money for myself? Like, instead of you just giving it to me.
Hey, that part right there.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
that part right there.
At what point did you jump in? Like, yeah.
I'll earn my own. Just give me an opportunity to work. That's all I say. That's all I've been saying in these clubs for years. It ain't about you giving me no money. I would love it, but I'd rather earn my own because that way we got a better understanding that we both need each other and we both benefit from the situation, opposed to you feeling like, oh, because I'm paying you, you just expendable. I can get rid of you at any point.
Yeah.
There's a difference. I mean, shout out to my man Alvin Taylor, and I always tell people this. Alvin he had Chocolate City, Mandy's, a few other spots on the east side, right? And he said, "Hen house, listen, man," and I'm gonna put it in his language. My wife wanted to wash clothes, man. I bought her a car wash. He said, "Man, I don't rent no equipment from nobody. I buy mine." You know why? I said, "Why?" He said, "Man, listen."
He does have that country little twang.
Hey, man, listen. Motherfucker get mad at you, he come in and take his shit out of there because he mad at you.
Mm-hmm.
He ain't gonna do me like that. I want my snow plow, I bought my own snow plows. I want a car wash, I want to wash my car, I bought a car wash. I understand that. And I got mad respect for him for that alone. And that's why I tell people, like, you got to build your own thing. And ironically, that's how I ended up running Chocolate City, because we had a conversation. I told him, I said, I'm only asking you for the dope because I know what I'm putting in. He gave me the key to that. That's how I ended up running Chocolate City. You know what I mean? But it was the simple fact of I was trying to earn mine, not asking you to give me.
Yeah. That's right. I mean, and that's what
I'm gonna earn mine.
That's I think that is, I'm not gonna say everybody, because there are so many people that's doing amazing. Like, everybody is grinding. I think it's more people grinding now than ever before.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so I can't even say people are lazy, but you know, what I'm gonna do this holiday break is I'm gonna rent a cabin so I can finish this book that I've been trying to finish. I don't want to go into 2023 with not the manuscript not being finished.
Okay.
So that is my goal. But one thing that I want to say is that I have never seen so many young, old people rebranding themselves, reinventing themselves, and making money.
Yeah.
And so when you out robbing, shooting, killing, and trying to connect, it's so unnecessary. If you got
so many opportunities
and the internet, bro.
Oh my God.
Sis.
Listen, and I say this to
like,
all
save
these young
yourself.
People, all these young people out here that's talking about they ain't got no work, they can't, y'all out here robbing and all that. You just simply not applying yourself.
You're simply not applying yourself because it don't make no sense.
There's money on every single art. It's way more opportunities to make money out here
now than ever been in life. And it's like at the moment that you feel like it's still easier to take from somebody else, it's like you're such a lame.
Not only take from them, but take their life and end up losing your own life because you're going to jail for the rest
killing yourself. But this part that I don't get. Y'all help me with this. Help me with this, people. Help me with this. I don't know what camera to look at. There's a couple of them going on around here.
You want to be.
This the part I don't get. You had the balls, the audacity, the freaking gumption to kill somebody to take their life, but you want to be on a run? Like, I mean, why can't you have that same energy and take your ass to jail where you belong?
Because it'd be too much like right. And even what you saying that segues into one of my other topics for the day, which is the young man who was responsible for murder for Takeoff was arrested in Houston. Listen to this.
Didn't it happen in Houston?
Yeah.
You didn't even leave.
No. Hold on. Let me tell you.
I'm listening, man. I'm listening. It's so sad.
This dude, after the shooting, immediately after the shooting, went to get a passport, expedited passport, and bought tickets. He was on his way to Mexico. They caught him. He left a liquor bottle at the scene with his fingerprints on it. He thought he was going to get out the country. That was his plans. They said when they caught him, he had a substantial amount of cash on him. Passport, expedited passport, and tickets. You're sitting in jail in Houston. You're going to be in jail for the rest of your life.
I'm just saying, like, we have these guns and we have this extra courage that we don't even care about the life.
The liquor is the courage. The liquor is the courage.
My point is that, I mean, damn, this is like on some new stuff. Like, I mean, to do these senseless crimes, take a life,
and then you want to get ghosts. You want to run.
And then you want to run. Like, no, like,
no,
I can't wait to see the person that's gonna be like, look, yep, I did it. Yeah, come get me. Right. I'm at XXX because I did it. Or even after you shoot the motherfucker, just sit there and wait for the police to come.
Right.
Because you got enough balls.
Do like DMX did in Belly. Do like DMX did in Belly. When he sat there after he had shot them dudes and sat there and waited for the police to come in.
What you want?
He smoking his joint. He just sat there and waited on the police to pull up.
I mean, I think I have more respect. Not that my respect for I don't have no respect for you clown asses anyway.
Right.
But however, if you're gonna do some punk ass shit like that, why don't you just? And I'm so glad this is a podcast and not like radio.
Right.
But I'm just saying, like, come on now, that's just miss me with that shit.
Right.
Like, miss me all the way. Miss me with that.
Yeah, completely. And at the point, you put yourself in a situation where you had a choice here. You could have clearly kept your gun, and there it is. Instead, you an accidental murderer because you just shot this guy and he ain't even had nothing to do with the situation.
But wait till you get to jail, though, homie.
Right. That
part. All of his fans when they they get after your butt. Like wait till you get to jail, though, homie.
Because it's definitely gonna get different.
It's gonna get so different. I mean, because he was loved, and I mean, people do have people that love them when you think that you want to just take their life away from them.
Exactly. So how about this? Let me run this one to you then. Speaking more accidental stuff. So there was a 28-year-old woman out of Chicago. Her and her niece. Her niece got into it with another 12-year-old. Right? Why did the auntie shoot the other 12-year-old girl?
Run that back.
A 28-year-old woman in Chicago.
Little girl.
And her 12-year-old niece.
Another little girl.
The 12-year-old niece got into it with another 12-year-old. The auntie pulled up on the 12-year-old and shot the 12-year-old. That's sick.
Okay, so back in the day, how we used to handle it, you might have got jumped on.
You put these two jokes together and they're going for it. That's what it is.
The auntie might have got a kick in or a punch in, which is also wrong because you're grown as hell.
You're grown as hell. You have no business in the middle of that fight.
Kill someone else's child over two adolescents.
She didn't kill her, but it's the idea that
she shot her, but she didn't die. Thank God the little girl didn't die.
You shot a 12-year-old child.
And you know what I say about people like that? When you shoot somebody and they didn't die, you still need to be tried for murder.
Yeah, absolutely. That's
especially when it's senseless like that.
It's attempted murder.
Now, if it's some self-defense type stuff, then okay, that's a whole different story. Right. However, you just like you meant to kill him, right? So you go ahead and do the time on that one too. Like, get out of here. I'm just sick of it all. Like, y'all, life is too hard already.
Right.
Like, just waking up every day trying to figure it all out is hard enough. Then taking your frustrations and your aggravations out with holding a gun. Everybody shouldn't have a gun.
No.
Everybody shouldn't have it.
Everybody shouldn't have them, but they're so readily accessible that for the most part, you can't stop it. Like it's like that lava in Hawaii now. It's just flowing. You can't stop it. You know what I mean? You can try to choke hold it as best you can, but good luck with that because it's just not happening. Once again, welcome out y'all to Good Dope Podcast. Yours truly, DJ Hen House.
Your girl Marley B.
As we continue to give you more of the news, politics, entertainment, and everything that's going on around the D as well as around the world.
Yeah, man. So listen, I think because you posted it and can you beat me to it a little something, but you posted on a group thing we on. I think we should totally try to get our show on the freaking cruise, man. I want LL Cool J is doing the Rock the Bells cruise, and I would love to have media passes.
Listen,
as well as do our podcast from there.
Get on it, boss. That's your lane.
I wanted to see how you felt about it.
Come on now. What kind of question is that? Why would I turn that down?
I'm saying.
The Rock the Bells thing? Come on.
That's going to be so live. Like, so live.
The Rock the Bells cruise, November 13th, I think, through the 20th or something like that.
But I'm almost, I'm almost scared to go, though. I thought about it. First of all, I hate cruises because I hate being confined. Wait, hold on. If it was cruising, if it was a Norwegian cruise to Paris, I don't know, whatever, I still wouldn't feel comfortable going on it. And I really it gives me pause to be on a cruise ship. I know people are getting patted down, and everything like that, but it's just all this senseless crime. Like to be on a ship with a bunch of people that you don't know where their mindset is. It freaks me out.
Understood. I can see you having anxiety with that.
It completely freaks me out. So that's why I didn't jump right on like, yeah, I want to go, because things aren't the same. Like, you know, back in the day, we can go on and have like the Tom Joyner joints and the whatever joints, the Freakniks of the world. When you go to Atlanta, you can go around and be around your people, and not a whole lot of craziness is happening. But people just don't care about and have value for people's lives. And I mean, I can see people throwing people over the ship. Just crazy shit. And I know that we're older, like it's the older generation that should probably be going, but I mean, that don't make any difference either.
I would agree with that, Marley. I'm gonna say, here's me. I've never been on a cruise before. So I'm kind of excited just from that aspect of it. So for you've been on a cruise, your view of it is a little different. I do believe that this event is gonna be well attended to. What up, though? What's happening, everybody? High Def, what's happening?
What up, Dohan House IG peeps?
Right. So I do believe that it's going to be a very mature crowd that's going to be attending this, and only because clearly this, like they said, is celebrating 50 years of hip hop. With the likes of the acts that are going to be there, I'm not going to say there's not going to be any younger people there, but I think they're going to be clearly outnumbered. Now, in terms of the older people that's going to be there, I think, and this is my own belief, I think because of the lineup and who's going to actually be on there, these people going to be on there to have a good time, period. You know what I mean? And I'm going to see, I know it's going to be some marijuana smoking on there. I know somebody going to be sponsoring some stuff. For me, I'm all in.
I want to go. I'm just saying that's what gives me pause. Right. It's like, I want to come back with my life.
We're going to load up on some MKX gummies and we'll have those. Because that Thursday night, I plan to be there. I know that Thursday they doing a Welcome to Miami party, and that's going to be Trick Daddy and Trina are going to be performing at
Trina looks so good.
Yeah,
she does not. She has not changed, like literally not at all.
Right.
Somebody on your social media gonna say, yeah, and Silver Fox knows as well. Please explain that to me and tell me who that was, because I got something to say to that person. What was that about?
You know who that is?
No, I don't. Yeah, and what was he talking about?
You Silver Fox.
But what was the context? I don't know. I missed the whole. I was trying to go in your little comments to see what was said before that, and I didn't see anything.
It wasn't nothing said before that. He just said you know it, and the Silver Fox know it too.
Know what? What do we know? What am I supposed to know?
About the event. Knox Bob, what's up, man? Shout out to the Next Level DJ checking in.
What event, bro?
The event.
And you're supposed to be my brother. You're not supposed to be letting nobody talk about me.
No, that wasn't talking about you. That's my boy that was at the party with you that was dancing and fell that day.
Oh. You should have led with that.
Yeah, well, that's what it is. Dr. Bob, what's up, bro?
First of all, I am not old enough to be your Silver Fox. Don't let the hair fool you.
No, but that's what he liked, though. That's what I'm trying to tell you. He liked that gray hair. I like that Silver Fox.
Listen, I'm just going to, I was offended. I was totally offended.
Don't be offended. It's all love. Trust me. You see how he move around.
I'm like, I'm too young for you, bro. Is Silver Fox hair at all?
That's crazy. Hey, so listen, Eminem has released his a new updated top artist of all time.
You got the list? Where can we find?
I'm gonna have to look the list up.
Oh man.
It's got I know Rakim is on there, LL Cool J is on there.
Yeah, of course.
Who else? He had Kendrick Lamar was on there.
Of course.
And it was a lot of people saying like, well, why didn't he include himself? Well, I mean, ultimately he don't have to because they already know. You know, he's the number one selling rap artist, I want to say. You know what I mean? For his time. So that in alone is a great look. You know what I mean? And that idea that it's the city of Detroit, it's a super win.
I hear you. I love it.
Like you say, you recover for the ATL. I hear that, bro. I hear that, Doc.
So no, Eminem is mad respect for him.
Yeah.
Mad respect for him.
So for some bad dope, 14-year-old here in the city, missed his bus or wasn't sure about when the bus was coming. He stops one of the state troopers to ask for some direction or something along the lines of that. State trooper like, well, come on, I'll give you a ride. Kid says, okay. State trooper says, hey, listen, I got to pat you down before you get in the vehicle. Why the 14-year-old got a 9mm on his waist?
Okay, 14-year-old.
You got the bad dope. Your dope was really bad.
That was the dumbest criminal crime shit in the whole wide world. Like, what the what? That's my point. You old enough to have a gun on you.
But you ain't smart enough.
You were not smart enough to even know what bus to catch and to get in a police car. Like, seriously?
Did you think you was getting in the police car with a gun? Did you just think you go there, they open the door and let you get in? Yes, that's what he thought.
So now they can make it seem like you was trying to get in there to harm them or whatever the case may have been. Like, who purposely wants to do that? Like, you did that on purpose.
Yes, he did that on purpose.
Damn. That goes to show you, like, this is mad craziness.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what that and understand, ladies and gentlemen, this I'm not making this stuff up. This is all real. This is all real.
This is all Google.
Every bit of it. Now, Jesse, you know that is a word. Yes, it is.
It's all Googleable.
Yeah.
You gotta say it real fast so I can act like you make some sense out of it.
That's crazy.
Say it real fast. All right, so listen. So this I'm gonna talk about Wendy Williams.
Please.
And Kevin Hunter. So, y'all, like, this is crazy. So earlier this week, it was in the news that Kevin Hunter was saying basically that he could not pay his bills because Wendy Williams is not doing the show and she stopped payments. I want to say last October or in October or whatever it was. And he can't pay his bills. So I'm trying to understand, should people feel sorry for that? Because, okay, so here's where I have, this is the thing about people and shit that they do. There's a cause and a reaction to different things, right? Like, so at what point do we say, like, really look at the whole picture? Even if you're the one that's wrong, we look at the whole picture. He's saying the network, the studio should have still kept him on as being the producer, right? So how you start, so you're basically, Kevin Hunter is basically saying in these reports that I was reading that he was the person behind Wendy Williams and he was the one that made her a star. But have you ever thought about, yeah, you did. And you also made her not be a star.
Yeah.
Because at the point that you stress her out, the point that you're doing all this BS.
Grand opening, grand closing.
I mean, you got to play the role in that part too.
Yep.
Yeah, you helped make her to what she is. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You definitely helped with that. We're not taking it away from you. But you also got to own the fact that you helped make her what she's not.
You have to own it. And at the end of the day, that's just a case of entitlement, in my opinion. I mean, for all intents and purposes, bro, listen. I could only wish there'd been a situation where you was getting touching that kind of money. And at the point you was touching that type of money and you ain't made sure that you positioned yourself to be able to withstand or stand on your feet.
At the point you move a chick around the corner from you, your mistress, and get her pregnant, is when you should have been making money moves, bro.
Right.
With another job, something.
Right.
Like, all good shit come to an end. I don't give a shit what you doing and what you thinking. You need to be playing chess, not checkers.
That part.
If you're making them kind of moves with other people, creating whole new families,
right.
I mean,
be ready. Yeah,
you should have. I mean, you should have bags in all kinds of places to make sure that you was covered.
Man, I'm trying to tell you.
I mean, come on now. You can't say you created her and then when she all messed up, stressed out, and all of that, and heartbroken. Then now you still want to, you gotta take the credit for that too.
Right. I'm trying. I ain't getting no money now. I can't pay my bills.
So your girl inboxed him on. I basically said a whole paragraph full of shit.
Oh my goodness.
And he replied with 3 praying hands. And actually all I said was this. I really want to read it verbatim, but my phone is connected.
Right.
But it was basically like, when you do, and this is for anybody, when you do something and you can hold your truth, when you really think about the whole picture, and if you can say you can take your wrongs with it, like be honest. You can't be biased with yourself because it's yourself. You got to be like, okay, what did I do wrong in this? Was I wrong in this? And what role did I play in this? And if you still can live with yourself and say that, okay, the way that I'm behaving and acting, it still fits with everything, the role that I played, then live on in your truth, brother or sister.
And see, you said the key part, living your truth.
Right. Right is right and wrong is wrong. Like, we got to understand that.
Or if that's your version of reality, then God bless. God bless. Everybody else knows it completely different.
Exactly. I mean, come on now. Come on now. There's no, of course, there's always other sides to the story. Of course, she could have did this and he could have did that. But at the moment that you were married and had a whole nother relationship and a whole nother baby and all of that kind of stuff is where you lost my sympathy for sure.
Right.
Not that my sympathy matters. I don't know you from a can of paint, and nor do I want to. Right, however,
but in the court of public opinion,
right.
In the court of public opinion,
right.
You're boo boo.
Yeah. So get out of here. So you got my girl all stressed out and whatever. I know what that's like to have to go through some craziness like that and then be publicly shamed on top of that. Like, are you serious?
Right.
And then you want to then say I'm not paying you, and you don't go find out where's your new boo. What she can't make that kind of.
Nope.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway,
if you did it once, you can do it again.
Do it again.
Find another superstar.
Y'all tuned in to the Good Dope Podcast. I want to give a shout out to everybody checking in on my IG. I see everybody active over here. Listen, I need everybody
on fire.
I need everybody to do me a favor. Please follow the Good Dope Podcast on Instagram. Please go to our Instagram page, follow the Good Dope Podcast, and then please go to our YouTube channel and click on notifications and subscribe. Because we building this show, it's going to start to get a whole lot better, a lot more fluent, a lot more energy coming along with it. We got a lot of stuff coming up in January, so y'all get ready for that. I just wanted to put that in your ear. Now, let me get into my political piece. First of all, for the state of Georgia, and I got this shirt on today.
What you got on? I didn't even check it out. Black voters matter.
Black voters matter.
Are they a sponsor?
No. No. Actually, that was they came to the event that we did in Highland Park earlier.
Is this cotton? Is this velvet?
Yeah. It's all cotton. Hey, look, I had to scrape and fight. Like, hey, I need one of them shirts. I need one of them. But yeah, for the people in Atlanta, and I talked to my man Al Nuke down there. I talked to my man DJ.
Oh, shout out to Al Nuke. He got a baby on the way, right?
Yeah. Well, grandbaby. Yes, grandbaby. I know baby, grandbaby.
Thank you for clearing that up, because I was like, why is Al having a baby right now? Okay.
That's grandbaby.
My bad, bro. Yeah. I'm glad it's the grandbaby though, because I was like, you couldn't pay me to do that all over again.
Stop it, please.
Grandbaby, yes. Baby, absolutely not.
So, today is the election in Georgia for the runoff between Raphael Warnock, and I'm not going to even entertain this guy by calling his name.
Please
because at the end of the day,
please don't.
Ladies and gentlemen, it really comes down to your choice on you want what's right or you want what's wrong.
Right.
There is absolutely no way in the world anybody with a slight education, would actually go into the booth and vote for that guy.
Right.
He's a brother, but that's it. And I'm more disappointed in the Republican Party for putting this type of guy into the mix of the people. Just for him to put him out there like that. For me, I got a real problem with that, because I feel like we'll just put this other black guy out here since they seem to be going for the black vote. We'll just go after this one. Yeah. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about nothing else. Don't worry about the baggage he got with him. Just don't worry. We'll make him look good. And you got all of these clear people.
But that's how it goes.
I know it, but that's the point. For our people, when do we recognize
that would be a
the
setup?
Bullshit for the bullshit?
At the point that you feel like you just in it for you.
Yeah, because to me, that's how it appears. It appears that y'all don't care one way or the other. And then even that one senator that was on one of the shows who said, I think George Stephanopoulos was the one who asked the guy, would you vote statements about the Constitution?
Right.
Right. This guy wouldn't give him a straight answer to say no.
Right.
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 And George kept questioning this guy about it.
Yeah.
You know, like, are you telling? Do you understand what you're saying?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, at the end of the day, it's not going to make sense. It's never going to make sense. It literally is never going to make sense because people like that do things again for their own rhyme and or reason.
Mm-hmm.
And unless you're in a room with him breaking bread, he probably still wouldn't tell you the real truth as to why those moves are being made.
Right.
And people have to understand, we talk about this all the time, that politicians are chosen
for a reason.
They're chosen. You don't just, I mean, you're being groomed way before you're even approached.
Right. Way before.
You're being watched way before you're even approached. And so you are chosen. And
what you saying that is something that I want to say to the Democratic leadership and the Democratic Party.
Mm-hmm.
And this even goes back to when Barack was in office.
Mm-hmm.
I can't understand, and I really want AOC and the rest of the progressive Democrats to understand.
Okay.
Barack was in office, he won.
Mm-hmm.
He messed around and won a second term.
Mm-hmm.
In my opinion, the Democratic Party at that point
supposed to always groom someone else.
That's the point.
Yeah.
That's exactly my point.
Yeah. Yeah.
We wouldn't have these issues.
Even right now.
Yeah.
Who's being groomed?
Exactly.
Like even right now.
Exactly. You still talking about Joe Biden.
Yeah.
There's no disrespect to Joe Biden. I think Joe Biden has done a fair enough job as he could, considering what he stepped into and what's been going on. That's just my own honest opinion.
Right.
Could things be better? Of course they could.
Right.
But in the same token, he's on the back end of a pandemic that, again, my opinion, could have been handled a lot differently from the prior administration.
Exactly.
So all of this stuff with the transportation and all of this stuff with the rail and all of that different stuff that's going on, all of this stuff is a part of the plan. I mean, you know, it was set in motion. It was nothing else that could avoid it. I don't care who would have came in as president. This stuff was going to happen. Inflation was going to be high. Gas prices was going to be high. All that. Why? Because we was down for 2 years. On top of the simple factor of the federal government gave you money.
All the money that was spent.
The federal government gave you money during the time that this was going on.
Yeah.
You don't think they was going to get that money back?
Yeah.
You hear the Republicans talking about, well, we just been spending money. But y'all was a part of, they put $7 trillion on the debt. They put $7 trillion up.
The part that I don't really understand is how we have so many problems here in the U.S. and we support war with so much money.
Right, exactly. I've been said that. How do we got all these homeless people around the United States?
Has nothing to do. You know, some places where we fight. We definitely need to. U.S. needs to step in,
right?
Because it will in the long run it will affect us.
It will affect us, of course.
But I mean, some stuff just doesn't, right?
In my opinion, for the millions and millions and millions of dollars that we've given to any of these other countries, there should be no reason why we got homeless people. There should be no reason why we don't have medical health care for everybody. All of these things should be a part of that.
We have to take care of home first.
You have to.
But we just have not.
Make sense.
Yeah.
I'm waiting on the Republicans.
That's another thing that may never make sense to you or I in this lifetime, unfortunately.
In house, my girl Marley B. Each and every Tuesday, y'all. Each and every Tuesday, 11 a.m. until 12 noon. We coming to you live. Y'all can also look for our podcast on Spotify and a few other spots.
Yeah.
You can try to increasing attendance a little bit, so it's picking up as we're picking up steam and momentum. So we want to make sure y'all plug in. Make sure that y'all hit the motherfucking subscribe button. Make
and
sure
hit
y'all
some likes. Hit the little likes, the little hearts and all that, comments and all that.
We need all of that.
We need to amp this up.
Yeah, we got some artists coming in at the top of the year. That's gonna be a part of the Good Dope Podcast. Just on a weekly note, we're gonna be invested in that side of it. So we definitely want to have y'all aboard on it.
All right. So Kirstie Alley.
Joelle Bush, what up?
She died today.
Who?
Kirstie Alley from Cheers.
Oh, wow.
She died of cancer.
Wow.
She was battling cancer. She was 71 years old. She died. She was reported yesterday is when they reported, her children reported it. And I just want to tell you that cancer is so deadly.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't even know what we can or cannot do to prevent it from happening. I don't really think that it's genetics anymore. I don't.
Right.
I really think it has a lot to do with what's in the food.
Absolutely, it most certainly does.
And I just don't know. And so I just, she's a beautiful person. Funny. I used to love watching her on Cheers. I loved watching her in all her movies. I'm just a really great spirit. So rest in peace, Kirstie Alley.
Right. I apologize, y'all. You say you're having a problem with the sound. I don't know why. We should be nice and crystal clear. But we're going to keep rolling.
The sound on what? The IG?
Yeah. Are you saying on the IG that the sound is bad?
I don't know.
Let me know. All right.
All right, but we're getting ready to wrap up. You guys, I'm glad everybody came through.
Absolutely.
Make sure that y'all tune in we are going to do it next Tuesday.
Yeah, we're here.
Be the last show of the year.
The 20th. The 20th is gonna be the last.
Yeah, we gotta make that pop. We gotta do something. Maybe we'll do something sweet.
Right. The 20th will be the last
out.
episode of the year as we wrap up our first year for the Good Dope Podcast.
Yeah, 2022 just went by so fast. It was a great year though.
Yeah, absolutely. I got no complaints on this side. None, zero.
Yeah, 2022.
Anything coming up this weekend for you? What you got going?
I want to get out of town, but I can't. I'm working. So my company has me busy literally every day.
All right. That's what's up.
So I'm working and literally at the 16th we shut down. I can't wait because I'm going to Miami. I'm going somewhere to chill hard.
Right. That's why I said when I get done, I'm going to be done.
Hard. Yeah, December the 16th is literally my last day of working. I'm going to only stay around to do the Good Dope Podcast on the 20th.
All right. Sound good.
Then I'm out.
For me, y'all can check me out. I will be at the Craft Cannabis Club this Thursday night. Doors open up at 6 p.m. We doing Afro beats and reggae. Big Sagittarius birthday celebration for my girl Tamara Harvey. We're gonna have some Caribbean food there. It's gonna be a Caribbean chef on the pop up. Get there early. That's all I'm gonna say, man. Get there early because it definitely be bananas. What else I want to say? A big birthday shout out. I got a birthday shout out to my big bro. Daryl, his birthday is actually on the 7th. Okay. And my sister Kim, her birthday is on the 7th as well.
Oh wow.
So, yeah. They're about a year apart. So
okay.
Big birthday shouts out to them. Everybody else celebrating their birthdays. Make sure y'all please once again follow us on Instagram and on Twitter and on YouTube. Good Dope Podcast, the Good Dope Podcast. I ain't hard to find. You can look on my social media page. You'll see the links on there. Please, by all means, y'all check in with us. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit that notification button. So as soon as we get ready to go live, you'll know about it.
All right.
Marley, you have a great week.
You have a better one, brother.
Y'all have a great weekend as well. Y'all make sure y'all tune in to your boy. What's up, beautiful Gemini? Everybody check in on the Instagram page.
I see you blow like on fire over there.
I said, I've been going on the Good Dope page. I said, let me go into my page and see if I can get their attention a little bit. So shout out to everybody who dropped in. We gotta have a real soon, home. We got to talk about a few things. Shout out to my people in Chicago. They reached out there, be in town for the Michigan and not Michigan, but the Lions in Chicago game.
Okay,
we got New Year's Day.
What you gonna do for them?
We're gonna be at Birds.
Okay, all right, that's what's up.
You get out after you get done New Year's Eve. New Year's Day, it'll be later in the afternoon, so you have enough time to put yourself
to recover.
Together. Yeah, enough time to put yourself together. All right, y'all have a great week. We'll check y'all out next week for the Good Dope Podcast. Peace.